So we launched Astra at Embedded World.
Yes, we did.
We've gone through some months now. We said we're going to enable a whole bunch of partners. I think it'd be great to give an update on where we're at, what's happening with the Astra World.
Yeah, so after our launch, right, so we've been focused on increasing the awareness for Astra across our partner ecosystem. So that has both a hardware and a software angle to it, right? So from the hardware side, we've been signing new ODM partners, we've been signing new SOM and module makers. And from the software side, we've been adding more partners to develop applications that are able to use our AI tooling. So that the language that we can communicate to the customers is at an application level. So yeah, I would say we are broadly in an awareness building phase right now. And one of the clear proof points for that is the upcoming launch of our Machina devkit that will be available broadly for everybody to buy through the channel.
So it's exciting. These last few days, we showed Machina obviously at Embedded World,
yeah,
and we brought everything with the ecosystem play to fruition at that point. Just at Tech Day this week, seeing partners with Machina that have had that advanced view, already bringing products and evaluating their own solutions and adding AI capabilities on top of that. It's actually pretty exciting.
Yeah, it very much is, right? So, and we want to build awareness through access, right? So we want to make it broadly available. So that's one of the things, right? So there are a lot of these AI zones or AI developer portals and model zoos kind of infrastructure that is being available from different vendors and technology providers. So we are also coming up with an AI developer zone, but the clear difference is that we make that journey very real all the way. It's like a full loop experience with hardware included. So you can build your models, you can experiment with it, you can build it in the cloud, you can optimize it, and you can push it down to your hardware that is sitting next to you on your desktop. So it completes the experience. It's not just about theoretically understanding what is possible, but you can see AI in action at the edge. So that's been a big focus, and that comes through access. So that's what we're focused on right now. And you can see some of that, as our partners did this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pleasure to see that a lot of people are talking AI, but not actually delivering an awful lot with AI. We've actually got partners, I mean, I saw this week people with voice-enabled solutions, vision-enabled solutions for AI, all running on the Astra Silicon on the back of the Machina devkit, which of course ties nicely into our Veros launch of wireless, where we've got the wireless connectivity on the back of Machina as well. Yeah,
I mean, that's one of the key selling points for us. For the Machina devkit, right? It's an entire IoT system. You have the compute, you have the Veros connectivity play, you have the tooling. So again, we are thinking at it as a system level, and system level is not just about hardware, right? It's there's compilers, open source software, reference applications, and then the end applications as well. So I think our focus on that continues, and you saw early proof points to that, how Edge AI can be made real. At Tech Day this week.
We've changed quite significantly. We've gone to a complete open play.
Yes.
We've put everything up on GitHub.
Yes.
The whole world's open as far as Astra is concerned.
Yeah.
Astra now is multi-chips market available. Machina is coming to the mass market, but it's already available with some partners. Synaptics has seen some huge changes. How do you see that moving forward from here to the next steps?
Yeah, see, the market we play in, right, it's fragmented by definition. So the only way anybody can make a dent in this is to have a standards-based approach and with open software.
Yeah.
So we believe in this, especially in this consumer IoT space that we are focused on. We are among the very few players who can bring that to fruition. By that I mean, of course, there are a lot of well-defined APIs for applications, a lot of blueprints for AI that creates massive user community, but we want to take it one step further and create a developer community, right? We want to enable people to build applications, not just be able to use APIs that are defined for them by somebody else. So I think that's the only way you can demystify this whole Edge AI. Otherwise, there's a lot of confusion, but at the same time, there's a lot of demand to know how to do this. So I think we are in a good position with what we're doing to do that.
Yeah. And we talk about AI native. So we developed Astra with AI right at its core.
Yeah.
Everything was built capable of being able to drive AI forward. But I think it's important to also highlight the fact that this is not our first AI rodeo. We've been developing AI for many years across the entire portfolio of Synaptics products that have gone into set-top boxes and lots of other areas.
And that's right. So in a sense for us, we seem like ready on day one when the market is at an inflection point. To your earlier point on us making it real, that's a lot of that has to do with our legacy in this space. We are less about the theoretical aspect of what is possible.
It's real experience.
It's real experience. Yeah. A lot of it has to do with our legacy and our expertise in a lot of these different core modalities of vision, voice, text, speech, audio. It's a natural fit for us. We understand that these functions are becoming AI native, and it puts us in a good position to sort of lead the way into some of the best practices around this.
Excellent. It's an exciting time for us to be in.
Very much so.
Fantastic. Thanks, Nabu.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Andy. Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Bye.
So how would you say your solution is better than everything else in the market?
Yeah, it's not just one factor, right? So it's a combination of the hardware capabilities and our open source AI tooling and software approach. So in terms of hardware capabilities, if you look at the IoT market, a lot of the silicon that is playing in this space that is AI enabled is not really defined for the IoT. It's repurposed from smartphones, it's repurposed from automotive, it's repurposed from industrial, it's sort of overpowered, too costly, right? So Synaptics approach, we've always been in this market. So our silicon is more defined for it. So on a metric of what we like to call performance per watt per dollar, I think it's a great fit for the IoT market with built-in AI that sort of addresses what is out there in some of the competitive solutions in like low tops. And then from there is a huge gap. You jump to like smartphone class processing with like 20 tops and above. That's sort of overkill for a lot of the applications in IoT. So the Synaptics silicon today addresses that mid-range sweet spot for IoT level AI engines.
So would you say it's designed specifically for this market?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not just like a what's it called, adapted?
It's not repurposed
solution
from other markets. Yeah, and it's not, that's why like people end up doing a lot of POCs and then ending up like suboptimal solutions, what we like to call, resulting in fractured user experiences. Why? Because it's not the ideal class of silicon or SoC that's sitting in there. It's defined for maybe a low-end laptop or a high-end phone. For an IoT use case, vision-based use case, or another HMI-based use case, generally overkill. Of course, it'll catch up over time, right? The market is a fast-growing market, but I think we are ready now.
And with the AI and everything, you can optimize the cost, and the BOM can be much optimized.
Yeah. So this is our chips already have built-in AI, but then it's the right class of compute that the AI brings, sort of augments the performance of the SoC. So the functions themselves that are becoming AI native, it's nothing new. It's just vision-based, audio-based, voice-based. It's just that the experience that is delivered because of AI is better, right? So you don't have to add multiple chips. It's all there packaged into one SoC.
How would you name the AI architecture that you're using? Is it one of the ARM licensed AI parts?
So we've been public about this, right? So our compute silicon, we use a lot of technologies from best-in-class technologies from a lot of different vendors. Our SoCs are based on ARM 64-bit cores, and then our AI engines, right? It's a mix of different partners, including ARM, some in-house, but at the same time, right? The experience of a user, it's completely abstracted out. Our tooling is fully well capable of handling heterogeneous acceleration with AI. So the experience is uniform. And in our next generation, right, there's more enhancements, more developments coming in, because we know like we can't keep redesigning AI hardware because software is changing. There's a new operator that everybody wants to use. You can't build a new AI engine just to support that, right? So we are thinking about how to bring scalable AI solutions to the market, and you hear more.
So you're thinking about how to do it. You're doing it differently than NVIDIA, Qualcomm, and some others.
So those are different markets, right? So it may not be an apples to apples comparison. So we don't go, into data center or cloud or, into that level of compute. So our challenges are a different set. It's primarily for IoT. It requires a more dedicated, different level of thinking. So that's what's sort of underpinning our ideas around scalable AI.